What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to yet again another episode of the Honda Recap. I got a couple channels I want to talk about and then get into the meat and potatoes of this, going over everything that's actually happened this week. Thank you, everybody. Let's get in this. What's cracking, guys? Yet again, welcome back to another episode of the Honda Recap. If this is your first time joining, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up and that bell so you're notified every Monday night at 8 o'clock when this thing airs. And for all the OG people that are back another week, thank you so much for joining us. It's so glad to see. And what's up to the guys in Premiere right now watching this live? How you all doing? Say what's up down there in the comments. I'm always in there, really enjoying talking to everybody while this is going out live. And thank you everybody who's been tuning in. For all you guys that are here for the first time, basically what I'm trying to do is go over everything that's gone on in the Honda universe here on YouTube and kind of go over in a high level discussion as to their builds, who's new, what's going on, and just so we can all follow along, hang out, talk Hondas, and just build up this community as much as I can and we can every Monday night at 8 o'clock. So literally make sure to hit that bell. Make sure all notifications are there because this is always going to air at 8 o'clock. And if you're here early, you get to kick it in the premiere with all of us right now. Thank you all for doing that. First off, I wanted to say thank you to everybody who's picked up a shirt, a hoodie, or some stickers on the shop. If you want to get some stickers for yourself, make sure to hit hondavlogs.com/shop. I'll have the link in the description, or the little cool effects we got here on the screen right now. Definitely head over there, pick yourself up a sticker, a hoodie, something. Keep yourself warm this winter, guys. And to kick this off, I'm going to start with Fspec Performance.
Why are you going to weld? Well, because of this. As I said, we have a lot of stuff going on here in Holland with rain and snow and stuff like that. So rusty, and rusty. So there's a hole and it's close to the position where the car needs to rest. You can see that. So yeah, you know, it is strong enough, but I just wanted to get it fixed. Because, you know, I'm a guy that wants to have things fixed.
These are a cool group of guys. I believe it's Fabio and Eric in the Netherlands. Have a couple builds they're working on right now. They have an EG and an EF hatch looking mighty fresh. I really love that they're out there in the Netherlands. I'd really love to find more guys out there because you know what? There's not too many of you, at least from my perspective. I don't know where you guys are, but if you do know some people, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Cool group of guys. They got a cool lift and a garage. They basically in their last video got the car up, going over everything. I think they need to re-weld some supports and stuff because a lot of people are dealing with rust. Really cool group of guys, like I said. Fun channel. Definitely check them out. I'd love to see them grow. Following that, not new to YouTube, but new back to making videos, we got Haeey Productions.
Look at this, everybody. Look. Doesn't that face look familiar?
Hey!
It's Sunday. What's good?
About to go driving.
Yep.
New car.
Yeah, we're about to go see Tommy Chow, aka the North Korean. We're about to see about a potential cheap race car build. New project, a feasible project that we can actually accomplish. So I'm actually going to drive my Honda today. Honda day.
Nice.
Plus my exhaust is making annoying noises on the bar back there that I don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
And if it's all about Honda, I should be driving a Honda. So it's called the power of.
That's right, I said it. GGM is back with a CRX project. A lot of you may know this channel from doing a lot of documentary kind of videos of people's cars, but they've definitely had a track sedan, EF sedan to be exact. A lot of people loved it. It was like army green, dark green. Awesome build. I missed the car, but you know what? These guys are back. They've been doing a little live streams, kind of talking about the channel, what they want to do, bringing it back, and in the latest couple videos, they're going over a CRX that they got their hands on and they want to start building. I really love the fact because all the cars they kind of talk about, for the most part in their group, are track-oriented, so they do like to go tow running, they do love to go nighttime driving and things like that, so I'm a really big fan of the fact that you're building cars that you just want to smash in. Definitely check these guys out if you haven't. I'm really happy you're all back. All right, guys, with that said, I want to kick this off off with some channels that we've talked about in the past and go over what's been happening this week. And to start that off, I want to start with Vasile Garage. Daniel is out there and he picked up a new car. Now that Monica is built, he's driven it basically cross country and back. He needed something else to sink his teeth into to get started. And in his latest video, and if you've been following on Instagram, you do know that he picked up a 1979 CVCC wagon. You do not see these anymore on the road, especially in the condition that he picked it up. I think he's having a hard time deciding what he wants to do with it. You know, go all OEM, all-wheel drive, K-swap. We all know the possibilities that he could go, and we all know what he's actually able to pull off. In my opinion, I'd really love for him to restore this car to just as stock as possible form. You could always go a little further. You could always B-swap it or K-swap it or all-wheel drive it like everybody really wants you to do. But for the most part, I'd love to see this car basically restored to the point of brand new, and then at that point, you can do whatever you want. But finding parts of this car to keep it all the way original must be like impossible to find, but I know you can restore what's on it right now. So if you guys have been following along, Vasile hasn't posted on YouTube as often since Monica was getting built, but definitely check it out. The videos that are going to come out on this car will be epic. Following that, we got young Static in the all-wheel drive CRX that he's definitely been building. In the latest couple videos, he is basically cutting and shortening the rear trailing arms for the all-wheel drive for the CRX to fit everything super snug. And in typical Static fashion, he's basically made jigs in his garage so he makes sure everything is lined up. Showed you how he's going about it, the mistakes he's making, how he's fixing them, and just getting everything together, because you know what? He's doing it in his garage, and that's what we really love. I love the fact that the channel is growing just off DIY and garage work. Keep it up, bro. Following that, we got MT Garage. Like I said, I've talked about these guys in the past. Really cool group of guys as well. More than just Hondas on the channel. But Matt, one of the main guys on the channel, has an EK hatch himself, and I believe they picked up another EK. They basically picked it up for a steal, pulled off a bunch of parts that they're going to want, but they didn't really want to, like, lose the shell. So they're kind of asking you guys, like, yo, what should we do with this shell? Should we get rid of it? Should we keep it? Track it? What should we possibly do? So definitely check out one of their latest videos out there on YouTube. I'll link the description down below to that video and everybody else's in the future. Check out the video and let them know what you think they should actually be doing for the build. Next up, we got Shades Wade on the DC5 K20A build. Y'all know this guy. He's been doing a lot of live streams, and I'm really happy to know that the videos are starting to come out for the car itself. I talked to this guy personally. He actually had a spoon hub adapter on his car that cracked, but like usual, nothing holds him back. He's got a brand new hub, works bell. That's what he's going with to put his spoon wheel on it. Great taste, good look, really like that. But on top of that, he's got right-hand drive wipers and motor assembly on the way. I think it's getting on the car pretty soon. Probably wondering why would he want to do that. He explains it in the build. The Group M intake, which actually the intake actually comes up right at the windshield, so it's not going to work on a left-hand drive DC5. You actually have to swap the entire motor assembly to right-hand drive so that he actually has access there for him. Really cool build, really cool item that he wants to put on his car. Definitely check it out, man. Props to you. The car, it looks amazing. Following that, a big what up to Chris Sadowski hitting 10,000 subscribers. That's an amazing milestone, man. You've been putting in so much work. If people have been following you for a very, very long time, they knew your channel started with like an Integra, then you got an FC, you lived that rotary life for a little bit, and then you got another Integra, and now you have that, and just, it's been a crazy journey for you, man. And so props to you for hitting 10K. It's well deserved. Next up, we got Hunter Tuned. If you've been following his channel for a while, you know that he's had a bunch of B20s, and he blew up basically all of them. But that's not going to stop him. He's had a GSR block and head and a bunch of other goodies stored up in his attic. So in the latest build, he's showing you what he's actually doing for the GSR block. I'm pretty sure he's got CP pistons, like Eagle rods. He's got a lot of cool parts that he's had just stored away. And it's pretty funny to know, in my opinion, that Hunter has had these parts just lying around, but he's been trying to push and push and push all the other parts that he's had for the B20 to their maximum. So you know what? It's really great to know that self-tuned and built, you hit 10s in that B20 VTEC with all the other parts that you did have. So I'm actually very enthusiastic that you're going to hit better numbers, go faster, and hopefully be a little bit more reliable with the GSR with the parts you have now. So definitely check out Hunter. A lot more longer form content as he's actually building this GSR up. Following that, we got Irvin Dorsey. I talked about this guy last week about swapping motors into another Integra so he had a daily driver. In his latest video, he showed you all the parts that he's got right now. Well, not so much parts, but items that he has right now, because he's going to paint the car himself himself in his garage. So he's basically going over all the stuff. He's choosing what he wants to use, paint, primer, and all that stuff, so that, you know, he can interact with you and kind of go over all the paints and all the products that he's using right now to get the job done. Super juiced for this because I love these kind of videos, basically going over all the stuff that you just got. Gonna do it DIY in your garage. I can't wait to see the finished result. Next up, we got I Am Danimal, getting some new exhaust for his 9th gen Civic. Not too many out there, like I said. Really happy that you're changing out the exhaust. I think you had an Apexi N1 exhaust that was super loud. Now you're going for some NVIDIA exhaust that's a little quieter, but just as good flowing. I like the latest video. You're out there, muffler shop, getting everything taken care of. We get to hear the revs, what it sounds like, pulls, everything like that. Props to you, man. I'm glad that you're continually making content and working with other people to actually make this content better and better. Following that, we got Chad Tuggle. I've talked about this guy in the past. One of these crazy builds that he's got going on. Amazing work put in the engine bay. In his latest video, I think he's been watching a lot of welding videos, instructionals, other videos out there, or the channels out there showing you how to weld, because he wants to make his own piping and downpipe and everything for the Turbo Civic that he has building in his garage. By the looks of his engine bay, you can tell he wants to do something epic and he wants it to turn out great with his own 2 hands. So I commend you for that, dude. Props to you. I can't wait to see how this downpipe and all the surrounding piping turns out. Next up, we got Ilker's Garage. I talked about these guys a couple weeks back. They finally got an EJ Coupe. They've built other cars in the past, Del Sols, other kinds of Civics and hatches. They do amazing work, and I love the fact that, you know what, it's just hands-on work, hanging out with friends for the most part, but a lot of time-lapse and just well-done work. And in the latest video, they actually show you all the stuff that they fixed, replaced, and they want to do with their EJ Coupe. These always turn out great. Another group of guys that love going to the track, so they have plenty of videos. If you're ever interested in watching some sick Del Sols get built and race, this is definitely the channel for you. Next up, we got PFI Speed. I haven't talked about Brent in a while, and I wanted to talk about him for a couple minutes because, just like everybody knows, he runs PFI, and not only that, man, he's a family man. He's got PFI. He's always in the Boosted Boys videos. He's always working in the shop, and he's traveling, helping other people and teams with their car, whether it's tuning, pit crew, whatever it is. This guy definitely is always on the move. So in his latest videos on PFI's channel, he basically is in the pit that's fully cemented in. The dyno is about to go in, and he's just basically explaining, like, I'm definitely going to make videos, man, but as you all know, I'm busy. I got stuff to do, but I'm really happy that you're constantly making videos, dude. It's really awesome just to see the behind the scenes of PFI and all the hard work that you put in, and then seeing you and all these other channels just constantly grinding. So props to you, dude. All right, long awaited. I've been wanting to talk about this guy for quite some time. We got twin 2-cam garage parts, like 63, I think it is, on the EF hatch. I found your channel super long ago, man, when I started getting stuff together for a B-Series in my EF hatch. I found your build, and you've just been grinding ever so slightly this whole time. And in the latest video, he finally hit the dyno. It has been such an amazing... It's been such an amazing journey to see you, man, from just cleaning the engine bay, deciding what motor you wanted, getting it in there. I think ITBs, brakes, just the whole 9 yards, man. And to see you finally at the dyno is just like another checkbox of like, boom, build complete. Almost complete. I know there's always stuff you want to do and everyone else wants to do, but I'm really happy that, you know what, you're there, you're at the dyno, you're pushing the car at the end. Props to you, man. It's been a long time coming. Next up, we got Zosh at the MTV Cribs Look at My New Place video. Definitely, if you've been following along with Zosh, you knew that his family had to move. Him and his mom, they got a new place, kind of wandered around, showed you this is the new spot. Zosh is settled. He can start making videos again. And with that, going over all the crazy things Christina is doing. You got wheels just moving directions that they shouldn't be moving. But you know what? You'll get it knocked out. I'm happy you're moved. I'm happy you and your mom are settled. Let's get these videos on the road. Following that, we got Gerb Productions finally driving an FK8. Super happy for you, man, because when I drove it, I was just blown away at how cool it was, how fast it was, the grip. You go over a lot of this stuff in the video, and it's cool to see your expressions from the outside, you know, me watching your videos, because I totally understand you. And a lot of people, you know, they have their pros and cons, like whether or not they think the FK8 is worth it, or is it fun to drive. It's not really fast. It is fast. If you actually get a chance to drive it, I guarantee you guys will smile. You'll realize that, like, wow, I don't know what magic Honda put into this car, but it's definitely fast. It's extremely fast around the track, and I'm really happy to see your face, man, because everything I felt, I saw through your face and your smiles as you're just like ripping through gears. All right, next up, we got LaTommyLa in the EK sedan build for his brother. I've been watching on Instagram, so I know the car. I know the motor is in the car, so a lot of the latest videos, and hopefully the next one's coming out, because I'm pretty sure it ended with the engine just about to go in, and then you cut us off like a jerk. But we're still going to be watching. We're still waiting. I really want to see what you got going on. I'm sure the car's running by now. Can't wait to see the video. All right, following that, we got Brad from the Old Souls helping his buddy at VTech of the Sun on Instagram, helping another Old Souls member out. I think out there in Idaho, I believe it was. I don't really remember, but it was a whole bunch of people in the garage sanding down the entire car because they're going to respray the Del Sol. Brad's been working on his own Del Sol as well, so you can also see that on the Old Souls channel. It's really cool to see so much paint work happening right now on YouTube for Del Sols with Bodhi Vision, basically painting a customer's Del Sol. We got Brad and VTech of the Sun all going at it around the same amount of time. Really cool to see all that. I can't wait to see how the Del Sol turns out. Following that, we got Dre's Racing channel showing you this MR2 that definitely needs to get fixed up just a little bit because it's a J-Swap MR2 getting ready for paint. There's a lot of rust. There's a lot of stuff. The previous owner just didn't take care of the car, so Dre's got definitely a lot of work on his hands. Gonna power wash the whole thing, work on the rust, get everything kind of set up and ready to get painted. He's gonna walk you through that. If you've been following along, he's been working on his own harness, the mounts, getting the engine in. This isn't his first rodeo, so he's definitely knows what he has got to do. I'm just really happy that, you know what, we're getting to the stage where you just want to get the car ready for the engine that you already have set up. All right, guys, and last but not least, we got Pablo and SP Tuning showing you how exactly he wants to restore all the carbon fiber parts that he has right now. This is definitely something I love watching because everyone wants carbon fiber parts, but if you don't take care of it, if you leave them in the sun and you misuse them, they will lose their clear. They're no longer shiny, they just oxidated, and then you're just like, man, why did I want carbon fiber? But with a little diligence, a little work, and elbow grease, Pablo's basically going to show you how to bring all that back. And I'm really happy you are, man, because I've got carbon fiber that I want to bring back, and I know everybody else does too. You spend a lot of money on a carbon fiber hood or anything like that, and then just, you know what, if you don't take care of it, you just got this weird oxidated giant piece on your car, and some people already sell their stock hoods, so they can't just go back. So with a little knowledge, sandpaper, clear coat, and elbow grease, you're showing people that you can restore what you already have back to its former glory. Props to you guys. Anyway, guys, with that said, that's it for this week of the Honda Recap. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Well, you guys in the premiere that are still there, what's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in this far. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up, and that bell to stay notified every Monday night at 8 o'clock when this thing airs, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Definitely head over to HondaVlogs.com/shop. Pick yourself up a sticker, a hoodie, a shirt. Like I said, stay warm this winter, guys. Thank you, everybody who has already supported the channel, picking up their stickers and their hoodies and everything else. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one. Peace.